Okay, so this is the third part. This is the third start of a show that I decided a very simple way to put together a routine for people that don't know what they're doing is you need a pull, you need a push, you need leg exercise. So I've already done 2 shows like this. When I get through with them, there'll be a little series. It's amazing I did a series. So this is the pull. I'm not going to a lot of stuff because I want to talk about the exercise. This is called a driver row. You can call it a dive row. Let's give the guy credit who started this exercise, Vince Gironda. They call him the Iron Guru. He's one when I was just a kid coming up and reading Iron Man magazine, Muscle Mag. He was one of the great guys that had great cutting edge ideas. And he still, after all this time, we still lean on his wisdom, and he's been gone for quite a while. So, but this is a great exercise, and it's one that I forget about and comes back around. So you're going to bend at the waist and pull the cable under your pec line, right? So you're going to need to play with this. I see people try to come up too much. I see them do a lot of things wrong. But the idea is it's not quite a pull down and it's not quite a row motion. See, for years in the past I would say, all that is if you went like this and you pull down like this, by God, that's the same. That's not true on this because there's a motion that's pushing down and under. See what I'm saying? It's not just a straight pull. It's a down and under motion. It's subtle, but it's different. All right, so this is the pull. Now, I've got this really cool fancy, this is a torque, split-handled cable machine. Any cable, I'll show Josh probably over in Foley doing it on a hoist functional trainer with a regular straight bar. So you could do it with ropes, any kind of cable, but you gotta have a cable machine. Do not do this without a cable machine. Don't try it with bands. Bands aren't gonna be the same. This is a very cool exercise. So that's the first exercise. Now we're gonna do anywhere from 8 to, I'd say 12 max on this because we're gonna go pull, push, leg exercise. Gonna throw in something different today and an ab exercise at the end and then start right back. We're gonna do it in circuit form. All right, so we're doing a pull, a push, a leg exercise, and today I'm even gonna throw in an ab exercise. It's a short circuit. You do this 3 or 4 times through. This is just a shoulder press. It's a dumbbell shoulder press I've shown on the show 1,000,000 times in the last 30 years. 30 years I've been doing this show. The gym's been open 39. No wonder I look like I'm a freaking 100 years old, huh? Huh? You would too. Okay, so this is it. Dumbbell shoulder press. The only thing I'm gonna show you is just straight up, right? I don't wanna make it complicated. What I do is I let the thumb side down a little bit and rotate. I've just always felt that more. So that's just my own little thing. There's another variation of this. I'm not getting into it today. It's more complicated. Just a shoulder press. If you got shoulder pain, some people find that a neutral grip feels better to them. Either one's fine, doesn't matter. You're gonna do the pull, then you're going straight into the press. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Nutrition Corner. I'm updating Jazam segments, and I'm going as fast as I can. I feel myself speeding up even as I go because I tried to keep these short. Jazam is one of our top selling products that has been for a long time. It started out being called a male herbal enhancement formula. Upon further research, it's as good for women as it is for men. Used to set with a ruler, so you're going to need a bigger ruler. Nudge, wink, wink. Now it's just full of really good stuff. It's like we have Life Vite, which is a multivitamin, mineral, and this is kind of like all the other stuff. It's got some aminos, it's got some herbs that are like a tonic-y, kind of make you feel good, make you function better. Anyway, so I'm going to scroll all this stuff. You can go to our website and order it. You can go to our website and read all the ingredients about it. You can, you can walk in the store in Mobile or Foley and say, hey, I'd like some of that stuff, whatever. But I'm going to tell you about Tonkat Ali. I don't know why, but I have to do it like this. Tonkat Ali. It's just fun to say. Also known as long jack. Is a root traditionally used in Southeast Asia to increase libido and sexual performance. It's thought to work by naturally increasing free testosterone levels in men and women. Which, by the way, ladies, if you didn't know that, you've got testosterone. Other reported effects include decreased body fat, increased muscle mass, increased energy, enhanced immune system, and mental clarity. Both men and women can experience the remarkable benefits of this amazing herb. You remember a long time ago, if you're as old as me, we didn't know if we were supposed to say herb or herb? Anybody? Okay. For centuries, people of Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand have used the Tonkat Ali root as a powerful aphrodisiac and blah, blah, blah. It's amazing. At some point, you just have to stop talking. It's still widely used in those countries. Now it's being used in our country. The people that take this product come back to me and go, you were right. Now, you buy one bottle and it's whatever it is, I don't know, $29 or something like that. You buy 3 bottles, you get 20% off, okay? Just about every product we sell that's got Jason's, our own label, if you buy one, it's this price. You buy 3, you get 20% off because it makes it a lot less expensive and it helps us with the shipping and all that. That's why it's cheaper. So, Tonkat Ali. But the main thing is Jazam. For men and women. And just get out of your head. If you're thinking just sexual stuff, not just for that. If you're thinking just weight loss stuff, not. If you're thinking just pre-workout product, it's all those things. It does all those things. It's kind of tonic-y. It's kind of an overall positive stimulant kind of thing. That was very concise. I'm so proud of myself right now. I'm about to bubble over. All right, again, we're doing a pull, we're doing a push, we're doing a leg exercise. Now, I've shown a quad dominant, I've shown a hamstring dominant. If you'll go back and watch these videos, these TV shows in sequence, you'll see there's 3 different workouts to be done in 1 week that will hit different angles. So you're doing a pull, you're doing a push, you're doing a leg exercise, but it's also a hip dominant, a quad dominant, trying to change it up. This is just an old-fashioned lunge. If you've never done lunges, start with no weight at all. Start by putting your little hands on your hips and doing a real shallow like that. Not you, camera person, just the people at home. I don't need you to do it behind the camera. God help me. So, because this is an exercise that will make you very sore. I'm going to use little 15-pound dumbbells because I'm not trying to impress anybody to say. You can hold them by your side. You can hold them up in the air. That part doesn't matter, but just lunge forward, go as deep as you can, and then push back, okay? Now, that's just we call that a typical lunge. I would do the reps on this leg and then do this leg. I've seen people, when I was young, I used to alternate like that, okay? It doesn't matter. The great thing about a lunge is they're super stretchy, okay? So not only are you building muscle, but you're getting a stretch in the process, because one of the best stretches you can do is just do a lunge out, because you get feeling your calves, your hamstrings, your quads, the whole bit. So that's the leg exercise on this routine. Now I'm going to throw in one extra exercise, because I'm sure somebody's going, what about my stomach? Nutrition Corner, talk about what to put on you. I wish you could see how I do this segment, especially this segment. Well, really the whole show, but this segment, especially, I'm all by myself. I am the photographer for the filmer guy. 29 years. This segment usually. I used to let my wife film it, and she would laugh at me, and it would bleed over. So I was like, that's not cool. You can't have the camera person going off hysterical because it's not that funny. This is serious business. Talking about creatine monohydrate. What's funny about the segment is that I feel like I've just covered this, and then I go back and look, and no, it's not recent. It's like 5 years old, 6 years old, and so there's new people coming up. There's new kids coming up that don't know anything about anything, and that's what the show's for, of course. So we're talking about creatine monohydrate again. And I really believe I may have been the first person in the city of Mobile, Alabama, at least, that ever took creatine monohydrate because I've been around so long. And so when I read this part, and I read it all the time, this is on our website, by the way. Go to jasonsfitness.com, click on store. You know, you go to the store and you can buy our supplements and stuff. You can come in Jason's in Mobile and Foley and buy them. But this part always bothers me. And I've been talking about this for a long time on the show. Creatine monohydrate is, simply put, the most popular and effective bodybuilding, sports-specific supplement ever created, ever researched. And research, oh my God, the research that's been done on this one supplement. Now, this is the part that always bothers me. And if you were a person that didn't have access to it for a long time, like moi, coming up playing football and powerlifting and all that stuff, didn't have access to this. This was first researched in 1832. It was discovered in 1832 by French scientists. But it was not until 1923 that scientists discovered that over 95% of creatine is stored in muscle tissue. We knew that in 1923. But it was not until 1992 that it started being used in supplementation. What the heck? Why did it take that long? I was already past all. Anyway. So every time I read this on the show, it makes me angry. So what is it? What's creatine monohydrate? It's naturally occurring. It comes in your food, okay? It can never be banned. It's 100% natural. It's never going to be banned in any sport. And that's a pretty cool thing because it's more effective than so-called juice. And it's just natural. Creatine can significantly increase lean muscle mass in just 2 weeks. It is also responsible for improving performance in high-intensity exercise, increasing energy levels, and speeding up recovery rates. All right, so to make this shorter, creatine monohydrate is really good for explosive athletes and for gaining good size. So excellent results have been observed in taking creatine monohydrate in 2 different ways. The first way is called loading. That's the first time I was ever exposed to it. That's the way we took it. We took as much as 25, 30 grams a day for the first 5 to 7 days, and then you went to 5 grams a day. You can also just start taking 10 grams a day, you know, and eventually your body becomes saturated with it. After a while, I know there are people out there taking 20, 30 grams a day, you're wasting it. I don't think it's going to hurt you, but I don't think it's necessary. I think 5 to 10 grams a day after you've loaded up on it or been on it for a while is fine. I've also, on our label, this is our brand, by the way, creatine monohydrate. This is a little bitty, this is on our website. You can buy this 100 gram. This is like, this is like a sample size to show you how good it works. And I say this all the time too, because this is our segment. Creatine monohydrate. All the studies that have been done have been on plain old creatine monohydrate. That's when I came out with our own creatine. It's called plain old creatine. Did I say? Yeah, plain old creatine. Because you can spend money on the stuff and it tastes good, and we carry it. We have other brands on our shelf. We don't sell our brand. Jason's has that brand. Ours is just you mix it in grape juice. I always like to mix mine in Gatorade. I just thought that was a great combination because it needs some sugar to usher it into the muscle. That's why. All right, it helps it assimilate better. The thing I always tell you about our products is there's lots of other brands out there with some they've literally got Kool-Aid in it and some caffeine in it. I worry more about kids taking in too much caffeine. I don't worry about them taking creatine monohydrate. I worry about the caffeine. It's too high dosages. But you take this plain old creatine, and all I can tell you about my plain old creatine is what's in it is in it. It's not magic creatine, it's just real creatine monohydrate. I don't know if some of you saw the stuff that came out, but some of the major grocery stores and stuff, their creatine was coming out of China, and they started testing it, and there wasn't anything in it. So that's what, you have to get it from somebody that you trust. I hope you trust me by now, after 20. We've been in business 38 years the month I was shooting this, and I've been on the TV show now for 28 or 29. We haven't decided which one it is, talking about products. And for a long time, it was other people like Champion Nutrition. I'm a big fan, Cytomax, good fan of. But this is ours, and what it says is in it is in it. The creatine monohydrate. And if you are young or old, and you've never tried creatine monohydrate, you're going to be blown away. You will be blown away at how effective it really is. That was Nutrition Corner. This is the end of the exercise. It's the last one. I've shown you a pull, I've shown you a push, I've shown you a leg exercise. Now, if Lulu will allow me to do so, I'm going to do, this is one of my favorite ab exercises that we started using in the last decade, because most stuff we've been doing, literally, I've been doing this for 40 years, I've been working out for 45, and people were doing it before me, of course. But this is something kind of cool because the resistance to balls and all that, and we now have stuff that we can study, EMG studies, and show what exercises activate the most muscle. And this is one of the top 3 for ab core exercise. So all you're going to do is you're going to put your forearms on a ball and stretch out. I knew this was coming. Let me do the exercise. Let me do it. Jack Little ain't never had to put up with this with his German Shepherd. This never happened, ever. Look, stop. Sit.
Lulu.
Stop. Okay. So what we're gonna do? That's a lot of love. That's a lot of love. Just be sure to go and rescue a puppy. They're such a joy. They're free. This one's only cost us $15,000, $20,000 so far, and just chewed up shoes alone. All right, so here we go. Rotate around for 5. Hear my voice already quivering. Go the other way for 5. If you can, go 5 the other way. Go back the other way for 5. Hear the ball? Now, you can start out by doing these on your knees. I don't feel that at all. So I would suggest that to start out with, if you can't do a real stir the pot, just do a plank on it like that. And just sit there. Watch TV. These are cool to have at home, by the way. We sell these. All right, so that's it. You've done a pull, you've done a push, you've done a leg exercise, and now you've done a core exercise. And I'm breathing hard, and you would do that in a circuit. And you go boom, 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 boom. Rest 30 seconds to a minute. Boom, 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 boom. 4 or 5 rounds. That's a workout. Octane. I mean, I don't know how many years we've been selling octanes now and using them in both clubs, and they're just the best of what they do. They always have been. They literally came into the market and shook the whole thing up. Ellipticals, way back in the day, Brian Bumpers and I, neither one of us were real impressed with ellipticals. The steps were too wide. The step up was too high. It was awkward. They were huge. They had a big butt on one end. Octane comes out and introduces the front drive system. They put the pedals closer than anyone ever had in the industry. They were smooth. They were built, tank-like, so they just didn't have any problems with them. Quiet, and they've just gotten better and better and better and better. We've shown the Q47XI on the TV show for several episodes, segments, whatever, however you want to word it. This is the newest version. This is the 16, 17, I guess 2017 version of the 37X. The difference between the X and the XI. The simple version, because we're always going to keep it simple version when I'm concerned. X is the simple stripped down, less bells and whistles. XI has all kinds of crazy extra programs, and the console's prettier, it's much prettier and fancier, okay? It seems like more and more people come to me and say, I don't want anything, I just want, so that's why we have this, our claim to fame, by the way, is the world's tiniest showroom. I don't think there's a smaller showroom in the U.S., so if you ever want to come by and do a tour, 3724 Cottage Hill Road, Mobile, Alabama, you can come tour the world's smallest showroom. And I'll personally guide you through it. The tour sometimes can take as long as 45 seconds for me to show you. It's not a big showroom. But we have, like right now, we have a couple of ellipticals, we have a zero runner, we have a couple of treadmills, a couple of recumbent bikes, we have a home gym, We've got a little bit of everything that we do. And then, of course, our website has everything that we have. But I want to show you very quickly this cool thing that they started doing, and they've got it on several of the versions, is this little light up here. I'm going to hit quick start, and then you can just put in levels. And you see the light, the harder you work, the light will get brighter. So if I go up on levels, you see the light travel. That's just kind of something fun they put in there. But other than that, what do you really need to see? I mean, you've got, when I hit level, it shows you the level. There's what lap I'm on, the time, calories, distance, speed, what else do you need? It's got a heart rate monitor built into the handlebars. It's a great little machine. It's got a mom mode, which I don't talk about very much, which you hold it down, it locks the machine up so that one of the kids can't get on here and mess with it. That's a cool feature. This is not, in octanes you have Q35, Q37X, Q37XI, Q47XXI. That's the family of ellipticals. So this is kind of like right in the middle. The warranties are fantastic, 5-year parts, 1-year labor. And like I said, it's got the converging handlebars, which is important. So you get all the stuff you really need mechanically and all the stuff that matters without a lot of extra bells and whistles. Now I have to put on my glasses for this. But it does have X mode, glute kicker, arm blaster. It's got several programs. I don't even know how many off the top of my head, but it's got all that. It's just not quite as fancy, but you're not paying for it either. This can be had for less than $3,000. So it's a really, really good elliptical.